Alvarez is doing right now. Hey, Chain, please, get the fuck out of here, man. Yeah, okay, I work, all right? I work. You get to work. And it's time for these panhandlers and beggars that always begging Canelo Alvarez to get to work. Dímelo, mi gente, que lo que? La gente tanquillao, the haters. Y'all already know this is Paul, drunk, boxing, a.k.a. Mr. Moo, shot himself, a.k.a. El Adobo, a.k.a. El Sazón, a.k.a. El Maldito Borracho. Yo, Canelo Alvarez making a big splash, $85 million deal, probably $100 million. Y'all already know the 2-fight deal with the Zone, Eddie Hearn, man, BEGGED Bivol, Cinco de Mayo, and then possibly a trilogy with Triple G later on in the year. Diablo, Canelo Alvarez es un monstruo, el montrazo de Canelo Alvarez. If you don't like it, get the fuck out of here, man. If you don't like it, Canelo, vete de aquí, coñazo. Ustedes no son de boxeo, okay? Hardcore boxing fans, respect Canelo Alvarez. Now, y'all know Canelo Alvarez, 4-division world champion, newly super middleweight undisputed, has fought 4 times in the span of 11 months. My man is on the grind, bro. Canelo Alvarez, a.k.a. Kingnelo, a.k.a. Cartelo, a.k.a. Cashkello, a.k.a. Payday, a.k.a. get the fuck out of here, man, my friends. Yo, this move that Canelo Alvarez has done, right now, I love it. Now, what the others are going to do? Canelo Alvarez is already tired. You know what I like about Canelo Alvarez? That Canelo Alvarez is giving the fight to Demetrius Bivol. And Demetrius Bivol ain't begging. He ain't panhandling. He ain't always asking, Canelo, please pick me. Please, my friend Canelo, I'm very good. Please, I want the golden ticket. I want the sweepstakes. Please, pretty please. No. Canelo Alvarez is looking at the landscape like this. You know what? I'm not... Forget the beggars, the panhandlers. It's like me when I was taking the subways in New York City. You see the map? Y'all know, I don't take it too much. I be driving. Y'all be catching me driving when I'm doing the videos. But when I used to be in the subways and taking the train all the time, and right? So you in the train and you see the panhandlers always, you know, bajo de pipí, bajo de mierda, bajo de vinegar and project piss. You know what I'm saying? Always come through the subway. The same, el mismo bon alguna vez when you go into school, the same crackers, the same homeless. I'm not saying there's people that's going through hard times, but you know what I'm talking about. The same people that you give them the same money and still come back. It's the same people, right? Jane, please help me. I'm going to work. I'm going to school. I'm doing what I'm doing for my life. You know what I'm saying? And I give you a little thing, Chain. Always begging, always asking. Chain, please. And that's like boxing. Everybody begging Canelo. Please. Canelo, you know, can you help me, please, baby? Because, you know, I want to buy another cup of coffee, my please give me a chance and stuff like that, my daughter. Hey, oh, you know what I'm saying? Always asking. And Canelo Alvarez, okay, all right. I'm going to work. I'm doing my job, man. I'm about to go to work. You know what I'm saying? Always just panhandlers, beggars, always. No thing. Their job is to beg. And that's what happens to the sport of boxing. There's a lot of beggars that their job is beg. They're not seeking their own legacy. They're not carving their own legacy. They're waiting on Canelo Alvarez. So I said, bon lo mira. Oh, Canelo Alvarez is coming. Okay, I know he got money. Please give me a chance. Can you give me? And Canelo Alvarez, you know what Canelo Alvarez is doing right now? Please give me a chance. Mira, estoy aquí. Ya, está pidiéndome ya, coño. Okay, Busca trabajo. Work you, motherfucker. You know? That's what Canelo Alvarez is doing. That's what Canelo Alvarez is doing right now. Hey, Chain, please, get the fuck out of here, man. Yeah, okay, I work. All right? I work. You get to work. And it's time for these panhandlers and beggars that always begging Canelo Alvarez to get to work. Trabajan ustedes. Okay? Ya tú sabes. Trabaja como los latinos en América, que nosotros trabajamos duro, Trabajamos duro también, Oh, yo creo que de Canelo Alvarez gotta do your job. Es porque tú sabes como la gente miran a los latinos, how they look at Latino people, Come on, yeah, you do the job, cut the grass, do all the hard work, get paid less and stuff like that. That's how they look at Canelo Alvarez. They want Canelo Alvarez to do all the work. Que haga todo el trabajo, que no. Canelo Alvarez has been doing all the work. That's why he's the king of the sport of boxing. And there's a lot of great people in the sport of boxing, but I'm just talking about the beggars. The beggars is always looking at Canelo Alvarez. Please, pity, please pick me. Damu Ching, cash, please, please, please. Okay, hey, work, my friend. Work. Canelo Alvarez is working. While you begging, he's working. While your legacy on standstill, his legacy it is enhancing. That's why I even like this move. And matter of fact, this is a harder move. This is a threatening move. 175, he's moving up again. And now there's no excuses, right? When he fought Kovalev, oh my God, he's old. If he would have fought Baturbiev, it would have been a problem. If he would have fought Charlo, it would have been a problem. If he would have fought Andre, it would have been a problem. If he would have fought Triple G, it would have been a problem. Because when you're the top dog, and I said it today in my live show, when you're the top dog, you always going to have to avoid somebody because everybody wants you. But at least Canelo Alvarez picked the last beggar, the least of the beggars. Demetrius Bivol. You know what I'm saying? We never hear them. I need to fight Canelo. The other people, they try to lead. A lot of people in the middleweight division, man, I got respect for all these fighters. Modern day warriors, modern day gladiators. I'm going to be the first one to know. But when it comes to Canelo Alvarez, look, in the middleweight division, there's a lot of historic things that can happen. There's a lot of unification, but I want to see Demetrius Andre versus Charlo. I don't know what the hell is going on in the business plan. I don't know what the hell is going on. Triple G is going to be fighting Murata. He's going to get the trilogy with Canelo Alvarez. I'm not really big of the fan of the trilogy with Triple G because I already seen the fight twice. In my opinion, I do think that Canelo Alvarez beat him twice. Yes, it's close, but I think that Canelo Alvarez, I don't want to see it again, but it's marquee names, and there's people out there that don't agree that I felt like Canelo Alvarez beat him. It's all right if you feel like Triple G, whatever, but I think that Canelo Alvarez beat him twice, and now Triple G is 39, going to be 40 by the time that they fight. You don't get over esa vaina, but I accept whatever Canelo Alvarez is doing. You know why? Because Canelo Alvarez don't cheat me. Because Canelo Alvarez work hard. Because Canelo Alvarez is the king. Because Canelo Alvarez is the #1 pound for pound, libra por libra. Es el tipo que trabaja más. Ese tipo se mete en el gym y trabaja duro. Yo no sé lo que los otros están haciendo, oíste. I don't know what you're doing. And this time, Canelo Alvarez is going to step inside the ring with somebody that's bigger than him, somebody that moves well, and somebody that got a champion. I always say, get what Canelo wants. If you got something and Canelo wants it, he's going to go for it. If you don't have it, he ain't going to go. Now, yes, there was times that people been in a position that they could have been in a position to get the Canelo fight. Canelo, look, Charlo was in a position in the WBC. The franchise happened. We already know that. That's old story. Golden Boy Promotion fucked up on messed up, excuse my language, the Christian show. He messed up on the extension deal with the IBF to what was it? Yeah, with the IBF. So they could get the unification or the undisputed fight with Andre. I can understand why Andre is mad. I can understand the frustration of Charlo. I can understand that. But at the end of the day, Canelo Alvarez still fought fights which enhanced his legacy. He didn't fight them, but he fought Kovalev that made him a 3-division world, that made him a 3-division world champion. You feel me? Or 4-division world champion. 3-division world champion, because then he got the 168 world title that made him a 4-division world champion. Anyway, but Canelo Alvarez is enhancing his legacy while a lot of people was waiting, while business handlers is waiting. Look, in the middleweight division, Demetrius Andre is going to be moving up to 168 to put himself in position to be a mandatory in the WBO for Canelo Alvarez. Charlo may be now moving on up. You know what I'm saying? Triple G, I think the trilogy is going to happen in 168 because I don't see Canelo Alvarez going to the 175 and moving all the way back down to the 160 for what? It's not going to happen, right? David Benavidez, yes, I even say I want to see a fight with David Benavidez and Canelo Alvarez, right? But let's not forget that David Benavidez, he was the one that sniffed and stuff like that. Hey, yo, I like David Benavidez, but let's call it what it is. If David Benavidez wasn't a fuck up, he would have got that Canelo fight. We never would have seen no Caleb Plant and Canelo Alvarez. We would have seen David Benavidez and Canelo Alvarez, all right? So, in the end of the day, love David Benavidez, love his team, love his pops, but you got to take accountability for your F up. The reason why Canelo Alvarez got that WBC, the reason why there was a year jump is because David Benavidez fucked up. Let's keep it real. A lot of people would be, yo, but what about the Canelo Alvarez and year jump fight? Well, they never would have gone be in no damn year jump fight if David Benavidez would have never fucked up. So you understand what I'm trying to say? Okay, love again, got respect for all of them, but let's keep it real. Canelo Alvarez right now is in a position where he can do whatever the fuck he want. You know why? Because he proved it. He earned the right to do whatever and move the way he want to move. Now, he still got responsibility. He still got straps, right? But he's about to get the voluntary, about to go to 175, get some strap, and probably if he's mandated by the WBC, if Charlo uses that belt to the 168 and Demetrius Andre uses that belt, maybe they get in position again. Yet, at the end of the day, if he don't pick him, what do they have that Canelo Alvarez wants? I don't know. Nothing. That's why I'm saying Canelo he don't care about the beggars and the panhandlers. Whoever begs, look, Makabu came out of nowhere. Even Makabu, what happened? What happened, Canelo Alvarez? You give me promise to me. You give me promise. You went to the WBC convention. You said, you look at me in the eye and said, I will be the next. I will be the next. What happened? You didn't like my performance? But Charlo wasn't the good performance versus Montiel. Bivol, he don't fight in main event like me. What happened, Canelo Alvarez? How about Demetrius Andre? You say he's a terrible fighter. And I'm not a terrible fighter like that. I don't know, nigga. But anyway, again, Canelo Alvarez to do whatever the F he want because he pays his dues. The other people has a chance to do something great without Canelo Alvarez. Do something great without Canelo Alvarez. So, but when Canelo Alvarez look at you, he look at you like a damn respect. He don't look at you like a golden, like he's gonna give you a golden ticket. He ain't looking at you like you holding a cup and he's gonna give some pennies or quarters. He's gonna look at you with a damn respect. He gonna look at you like he wants to be partners up with you because really, when you make a fight, you become partners, business partners. He want to see you be like, yeah, I can make a lot of money with this one. And if I beat his ass, I'm going to get a lot of props for it. All right? Bring that legacy up. The middleweight division is the most frustrated division because the champions is abandoning to unify. Marquee names, Triple G, Charlo, what's happening? Demetrius Andre, Charlo, what's happening? Andre, Triple G, what's happening? And look, I understand Demetrius Andre must be mad at Eddie Hearn. Must be mad at Eddie Hearn because he's getting the Triple G in the Bivol fight. Eddie Hearn, man, what are you doing for Demetrius Andre, bro? My goodness, even the Zone, they had the poster up for Black Excellence. They didn't even have Demetrius Andre. What a totally disrespect. No wonder he ain't getting no big fights. His own people don't do, his own business partners don't give a damn about him. And I like, man, Demetrius Andre, one of my favorite fighters, but damn, his own people don't respect him. And I'm talking about the business partners. You know who you are. So, look, at the end of the day, Canelo Alvarez, for the beggars, he is booked for 2022. Canelo Alvarez is booked. So what your other dudes is going to be doing? Stop calling out Canelo Alvarez's name. You ain't going to get him. Forget about it. Andre, and I had an interview with Andre. He not even really paying attention to Canelo Alvarez, but ain't nobody want to fight him in the middleweight division. So, of course, he's going to use that, go to the 168, and put himself in position for a big fight. Cool. At the end of the day, ain't nobody doing nothing for their own legacy. Is it purposely? I'm not going to say it's purposely because we got to understand there's business handlers behind them that make the decisions for them as well. But the fans is going to look at the fighter. They ain't going to look at Eddie Hearn. They ain't going to look at the matchmaker. They ain't going to look at the network. They ain't going to look at nothing but the fighter. They're going to get the blame and the responsibility of it. Y'all already know it's Punch Run Boxing. Forget about begging Canelo Alvarez, being a panhandler out there, asking for the fight, calling his name out. Y'all got the opportunity to build your own legacy without Canelo Alvarez. Become an undisputed in the middleweight division. So by the time Canelo Alvarez says, when people be like, hey, yo, you gonna fight Jamal Charlo, he ain't looking at a dude that he gave up the belt to. He's looking at the undisputed 160 champion. Or Demetrius Andre, he's looking at 160-pound undisputed champion. Or the trilogy that which he's gonna get, you gotta enhance it. Bring something to the table that Canelo Alvarez says, you know what? At least bring something to the table where he could really be shamed into fighting somebody. Canelo Alvarez has just separated himself from his contemporary. There's a large gap. People got to step up. Shout out to Jamel Charlo and Brian Castano for fighting for Undisputed. They're about to attain legacy, whoever the winner is. I'm going for Jamel Charlo. I think he's going to beat Brian, but it's going to be a good fight. Brian could beat Jamel Charlo, but what I'm saying is, when they become undisputed, they build a more legacy than anybody in the middleweight division, and they need a Canelo for it. Shit, if Jamel Charlo beat Brian Castano, shit, he has more of a say so to get a Canelo fight than the people in 160 and 168.